Hey officers, it's the JFK Cognitive Enhancement Team, Ariel and Sean, and today we're going to talk about the Thought Performance Connection, or TPC. We put together a training video to help you better understand the TPC model so that you can use it in your everyday lives. We hope you enjoy the training. This is a Thought Performance Connection, or TPC model. This model helps us understand how much our thoughts impact our ability to perform and why it's so important to be aware of our thoughts. Let's dive deeper into the model. Now, throughout the day, we experience countless situations or interactions. Upon waking up, you grab a cup of coffee, browse the daily news on your phone or tablet, or check the weather for the day. Now, when these situations occur, whether we're aware of it or not, we've had a thought about it. These thoughts can be big or small and pop into your mind at random. The weather is going to be nice today. Therefore, today should be a good day. Now, based on the thoughts that we have, we're going to have an emotion that matches it. Our thoughts drive our emotions. The thought of today is going to be good because of the weather will more than likely have us feeling happy, which then drives our physiology, which is a change in our body or how we're feeling physically. Now, because we believe it's going to be a good day and we're left feeling happy, your body may feel more energized and pumped to start the day. Ultimately, these three things, our thoughts, emotions, and physiology, have an impact on our performance. And it's important that we learn or become aware of how to grab control of them. So let's think about it for a moment, guys. If we allow an external distractor to impact our thoughts, emotions, and physiology, how well are we really going to perform? Can we control a situation beyond our control? The chances are probably not. But we can control how we respond to it by being more self-aware. However, there are times where it can be a little more complex than that.
As Ariel had mentioned, when using TPC in real time, it can be a little bit more complex and challenging. Even if we understand the model, we may not always be aware of the thoughts or emotions or changes in our physiology that's happening in the heat of the moment. And that is perfectly okay. What we want to do is start building that self-awareness. Now, even us as coaches have lapses in self-awareness, but we want to make sure that we are limiting those instances as much as possible. In my experience, especially when clients are first starting to use these skills, it's more natural for them to become aware of the changes in their physiology. But thoughts and emotions takes a little bit more practice. Now, it would be great if in every situation we were aware of this natural flow, our thoughts driving our emotions and our emotions driving our physiology. But that's just not always the case. When we're actually in the moment, we may initially only be aware that we're experiencing a change in our body. Your hands may start to sweat. You may start to get butterflies in your stomach. Or maybe you're experiencing a little bit of muscle tension. So this is a great start, but we only have one piece of the puzzle. And the more we can fill in those missing pieces, the more points of control we'll have. So now that we've become aware of our tension, let's try working backwards through the model. What we can do now is start thinking about what led me to feel this way. Why am I so tense? What emotion might have caused this? Was it excitement, sadness, frustration, or maybe it was anger? Now we have two pieces of the puzzle. The reason I got tense is because I felt angry. But we're still missing a major piece of the puzzle. Why did I get angry in the first place? What was I thinking? Was I thinking about bills? Was I thinking about work that needed to get done? Or was I asking myself that dreaded question that always pops into our head? Why me? Why did I get stuck in traffic? Why is it always me who gets stuck with those annoying passengers? So now we can put it all together. I had the thoughts of, why me? That led me to feel angry which then led me to feeling tense. Now we have a better understanding of what happened to us in that moment. This gives us more control. Now we can start to grab control and make the necessary adjustments to help us perform at our best. So when do we use this tool of TPC? You can actually use it before, during, or after the situation. If you know a situation is coming up, you can use it before. Think about how you want to feel physically to perform at your best in that situation. Then think about what emotion will help you feel that way, and then what thoughts will help you achieve that. Think of it like creating a mental game plan to help you hit the ground running. If using it after, TPC can be a very useful reflection tool. How did my thoughts, emotions, and my physiology impact my last performance? Was it helpful? Then great. Now I can make note of it and replicate it. If it wasn't helpful, now I know what adjustments to make for next time. And lastly, we don't always have the luxury of knowing a situation is coming up, or we may need to adjust on the fly, and TPC is great for that. Now this may take a little bit more practice, but once you get comfortable, you can start making those critical adjustments right there in the moment to help you gain more control over your situation. Gaining more awareness of how powerful our thoughts can be can really help us build self-awareness and resilience. This can help improve vigilance at work and also help us better manage stress in our daily life, which, as we know, feels like it's been more challenging than ever. In the last 4 months alone, we have been through many unique situations. COVID-19, a struggling economy, protesting, and just life in general. In all of these situations, we must remember to grab control of what we can to help overcome our challenges. And what we always have control over, regardless of the situation, is our thoughts, our emotions, and our physiology. Being able to grab control of those is going to help us perform when we really need it. It's going to help us homeschooling our children. It's going to help us have a difficult conversation. And it's just going to help us get through our day with a little bit more ease.
The world in the current situation may feel like we're losing control, but it's important to remember the things that we always have control over, which are our thoughts, emotions, and physiology. Grabbing control of what we can help us think more productively, remain optimistic, and keep our composure, which will set us up for success. In doing so, this will allow us to see the silver lining and remain hopeful that when things return to the new normal, we will do so with a new perspective and be back better than ever. Thank you, everyone, for attending this training. We hope that you enjoyed it and found some takeaways that can be useful to you in your everyday lives. Feel free to reach out to myself, Sean, or Jim for any additional information or questions that you may have. Thank you for everything that you guys do. Take care and be safe.